You hand your phone to your baby. Grandma's on the other end. Or it's you, calling home from work, excited to say hi. And then it happens. Your baby just freezes. Eyes wide, mouth slightly open. No smile, no babble, no reaction at all. Just this little statue staring at the phone like it personally betrayed them. If you've seen this, you probably laughed. Then you probably wonder if something's wrong. Spoiler, nothing is wrong. In fact, what's happening inside that tiny head right now is one of the coolest things in early brain development. And almost nobody talks about it. Your baby isn't confused because they don't recognize you. They're frozen because they recognize you completely. And their brain has just hit a wall it doesn't know how to climb yet. Today, I want to walk you through exactly what's going on in there. Why the freeze happens, what it tells you about your baby's brain, and why, weirdly, it's actually a sign things are going really well. Stick with me. This one will change how you see every video call from now on. Here's the thing nobody really tells you. Your baby has known your voice longer than they've known your face. Way longer. By around the third trimester, hearing is one of the most developed senses a baby has. They can hear muffled sound through your womb. Your voice, your partner's voice, the dog barking, that one song you played on repeat. And studies have shown that newborns, just hours old, will turn towards the sound of their mother's voice over a stranger's. They already know. So by the time your baby is 3, 4, 6 months old, your voice isn't just familiar, it's wired in. It's one of the very first patterns their brain learned to recognize. And here's where it gets interesting. Their brain doesn't just store your voice as audio. It stores it as a whole package. Voice plus face plus smell plus the feeling of being held, all bundled together. One experience. So when your baby hears you, their brain instantly starts pulling up the rest of that package. Face, warmth, eye contact, everything that's supposed to come with the sound. And usually, it all shows up. You're right there. Cue, happy baby. But on a phone call, something weird happens. The voice arrives, and nothing else does. This is the part scientists call a sensory mismatch. And it's the real reason behind the freeze. Your baby's brain hears your voice and goes, oh, it's her, cue the whole package. It starts pulling up the file, face, smell, warmth, eye contact, all of it. All of it should be arriving any second now. But then the face doesn't show up. The smell isn't there. There's no warm body, no familiar hands, just this flat, weird object making your sound. For an adult, this is no big deal. We understand phones. We understand that a voice can be detached from a person and still belong to them. But your baby's brain hasn't built that concept yet. They literally can't make sense of it. So the brain does what brains do when they hit a contradiction. It pauses. It stops sending out reactions while it tries to figure out what category this experience belongs to. That pause, that's the freeze. It's not fear. It's not confusion in the upset sense. It's processing, a tiny cognitive buffer wheel spinning behind their eyes. And honestly, if you think about it from their point of view, it's kind of profound. They're encountering one of the first real puzzles of their life, a beloved voice with nobody attached. Their brain is doing serious work. Now here's the part I really want you to hear. The freeze isn't a problem. It's a milestone. Think about what has to be in place for your baby to even react this way. Their brain has to recognize your specific voice. It has to have stored a full multi-sensory memory of you. It has to notice that something is missing from the expected experience. And it has to pause to compare reality with that memory. That is a lot of cognitive machinery firing all at once. Babies who freeze on phone calls are basically showing off. What you're watching is early working memory in action. It's the same kind of brain process that years from now will help them solve puzzles, follow stories, predict what happens next in a book. It all starts here, with a confused little face staring at your phone. There is also something really sweet underneath this. The freeze only happens with voices that matter. Random voices on a podcast don't get this reaction. A stranger on speakerphone doesn't get this reaction. Your voice does. Their other parents' voice does. Grandma's does. So in a way, the freeze is a quiet little love note. It means you matter enough to my brain that I notice when something about you doesn't add up. Okay, so practically, what do you do when your baby goes full statue mode on a call? First, don't worry about it. Don't keep asking, are you okay? Why aren't you smiling? Say hi to mommy. That just adds pressure to a brain that's already working overtime. Give them a beat. Let them stare. Let them process. Second, video calls are usually easier than audio calls. Once your baby can see your face along with hearing your voice, the mismatch shrinks. The brain has more pieces of the puzzle. You'll often see them light up a few seconds in, once they connected the dots. So if calls always end in frozen baby vibes, switch to video and give it a minute. Third, narrate what's happening. Even if they can't fully understand the words yet, the rhythm helps. Something like, "That's Daddy on the phone. He's at work. He can hear you." You're building the concept of a voice that exists somewhere else. Over time, usually somewhere between 9 and 18 months, they start to get it. The freeze gets shorter. Then it turns into babbling at the phone, then waving at it, then full conversations with grandma about a sticker they found on the floor. And one day you will miss the freeze. Genuinely, it's such a specific little window. Zoom out for a second, because this little freeze on a phone call is actually a window into something much bigger. Your baby is right now building the entire concept of people, that people exist, that they have voices, that those voices belong to specific bodies, that those bodies can be near or far, that someone can be gone from the room and still exist somewhere else. That last one is huge. It's called object permanence when it's about toys, but it works for people too. And it's much harder lesson. It takes most of the first year, and it doesn't click all at once. It clicks in tiny moments. Like the moment your baby hears your voice on the phone and pauses to wonder where the rest of you went. Every time that happens, a little piece of their model of the world gets built. So next time you see that wide-eyed, slack-jawed phone face, just know that's not a glitch. That's a brain expanding in real time. That's your baby learning that you're a whole person who exists even when they can't see you. And honestly, that's a wild thing to witness over a Tuesday lunch break video call. If this helped you see your baby a little differently today, do me a favor and hit subscribe. This channel is all about the small, weird moments of parenting that actually mean something. And there's a lot more coming. I'd genuinely love to hear from you in the comments. What's the funniest reaction your babies ever had to a phone call? Did they freeze? Try to eat the phone? Burst into tears at the sound of grandma? Tell me, I read them. And if you found the phone freeze interesting, you're going to love the next one I'm working on. Until then, give your baby a hug from me. Forgive yourself for whatever you forgot today, and I will see you in the next video.